both went to Xavier, but we kind of hung around in similar crowds, but never really got introduced or really hung out, one-on-one together until after college.
We can't pinpoint a time when our paths crossed at Xavier, when we overlapped there for 2 years, but we think we knew of each other just because of mutual friends. But it wasn't until one night in December on a birthday party bus that it was clear that there was probably just a little bit more than just friendship.
Like, oh, this girl's awesome. I want to get to know her some more. And so then we went, and the next weekend was Decemberfest, and we really hit it off there, and that's when I asked her out on our first date.
The very next day was actually a big party with, again, a big group of Xavier friends, and we continued to talk there and had a lot of fun. And the next day, he texted me and just kind of nonchalantly said, we should grab dinner sometime.
It was actually pretty funny. At the first date, we ordered sushi, and the waitress, she brought over like a giant boat of sushi and put it on her table, and so I started eating it because I thought it was ours.
The server gave Ryan the wrong meal, and he started eating it, and then they took it away from him, so that was kind of funny. We started to even travel a little bit to different places to see like our family members and introduce each other to our family that way.
It didn't take long for me to realize I was in love with Carolyn. I knew in my heart I would probably marry her, I just didn't know when that was going to be. I mean, she was so fun to be with, she loved all my friends, I loved all of her friends, we got along so well, we never fought.
I can remember only maybe a month or two after our first date, calling one of my best girlfriends and saying, I really think that I've met the guy that I'm going to marry, that I'm going to be with, and people say when you know, you know.
My mom gave me my grandma's old engagement ring, and I put it in a new setting.
So Ryan proposed on September 8th, which was a Thursday.
I took her out to Bonefish, and I told her it was just, her birthday dinner, and came back to our house, and I made her sit in the car for about 5 minutes. I said, I need to get your birthday gift ready. And so she was sitting in the car, and I think that's when she kind of knew something was happening. I turned off all the lights in the house, and I lit a bunch of candles. I made like a little path from the front door into our kitchen.
He somehow lit up his whole house with votive candles and had flowers everywhere.
And she walked in, and I was down on one knee in the kitchen, and she was so excited that she started spinning around and hugging me.
I remember kind of breathing really heavy and like dropping my head in between my legs because I obviously knew what was happening. And to be honest, I don't even remember what he said because I was like starting to almost like see stars, but luckily I said yes.
She's taught me so much about myself, about others. She's so nice to people. It makes me step back and kind of examine, how I treat people, how she treats me, how I treat her. And she's just special. Every time I think about her, I smile. I get lonely when she's not around. When I'm at work, I think about her, and I come home and she's there, and I love it.
No matter who we're with, he leaves everyone with a smile, and he just has a way with people of genuinely caring about them and being interested in what they have to say and making people feel special.
I'm really looking forward to actually being married to Carolyn and spending the rest of our lives together. I think we're going to have a lot of fun together. We're going to have a lot of good times, hopefully not a lot of bad times, but if we do, we'll be there for each other.
I am most excited for that moment when the doors open in the back of the church and I'm standing there with my dad, and for my dad to walk me down the aisle, and just having all of my family and my closest friends in one room. I can't imagine when that'll ever happen again in my life, to celebrate us. And then at the end I get to marry my best friend.
I couldn't imagine being with anyone else besides Carolyn.